can kind of smile.
The Disney Planet Challenge really changed my attitude about the wetlands. Before this, I really didn't care much about the wetlands and swamps, but now I'm glad that I've been protecting the wetlands.
Our project is continuing this year with the new research about the geology of the wetlands, and we're going to train our 6th and 7th graders this year to be future wetland warriors.
It was awesome winning the Disney Planet Challenge, but even if we didn't win, I know that our project is making a difference in the Cache River in restoring it.
Working with different agencies like U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Department of Natural Resources, and the Nature Conservancy helped me understand how they can work together to reach a common goal and how they're not separate as their own little agencies or whatever. They also provided us with different equipment to use to help us with our research, such as D-nets and shovels and waders.
Soon after we started our project, we realized that education was really important with what we were doing. So for us to be successful in our efforts, we decided that we needed to inform the public of the importance of the cache. So we made our own website.
Doing real research on the brood parasitism of the prothonotary warbler and the brown-headed cowbird kind of really gave me a clear picture of how scientists really work in the field.
If you were a teacher deciding whether or not to do the Disney Planet Challenge, I think you should, because what I learned doing the Disney Planet Challenge, I will never forget.
Even though I'm only 14 years old, I still have a positive impact on the watershed. The Cache River plays an important role for the watersheds too, and I'm proud to help protect the environment and all that.
Analyzing data taught me how important it is to record both observations and quantitative data. When we used Excel, we can make conclusions supported by our data.
It was fun because we got to go into the swamp and wear our chest waders and collect the microinvertebrates to test the water quality out in the swamps and learn about the bugs and different things like that.
What we accomplished as a group, working together, it would have took us like weeks to plant that pickleweed that we did in just like one afternoon with our whole class.
If you're a teacher deciding whether or not to do the Disney Planet Challenge, I would say you should, because you design your own project and your kids learn a lot more than they would just out of a book, and you can accomplish a lot more as a group than one person could.
I think that you should do the Disney Planet Challenge because it gives the kids, and it gave us anyway, a chance to design the project by ourselves and do something that as a team that we couldn't have been able to do as an individual.
If you're a teacher debating on whether to do the Disney Planet Challenge, it's a real good choice to do because it's a good way to help out the environment. It's a great way to get the class involved and get out there instead of just learning in books. There's all sorts of field trips you get to go on and different things you get to learn about the environment around you.
If you're a teacher debating on whether to do the Disney Planet Challenge or not, I would do it because it's a good experience for the kids, and it was a good experience for me. And it's nice knowing that you're helping the environment when you're doing the project, and it's just a really good experience.
To any teacher debating if they should do the Disney Planet Challenge, they really should, because the kids get more out of it than just science. They get language arts and history and everything you can imagine in school, and math and everything that you get in school, except you're doing something more fun.
I think that if you're a teacher and you're wondering if you should do the Disney Planet Challenge, you should, because whenever you go out there and you're working in real life in nature, you're getting to learn about the history of where you are. You're doing math, like when we did graphs, charting our experiments, and we wrote books about what we did. There's all kinds of different subjects that play into this one area.
My favorite part of the Disney Planet Challenge was getting to make the nest boxes for the prothonotary warblers and getting to go out to the cache and hang them up and see all the rest of the ones that the friends of the cache had made and stuff.
My favorite part of the Disney Planet Challenge was that our whole class got to participate in something together, and it's something that we'll have the rest of our lives, and we'll get to say that we got to do it together.
I think as a middle school student, I did make an impact on the environment because we took, I think, 3 or 4 field trips to, certain trails and just around the wetland center. We did cleanup, we did restoration, we transplanted some species that are kind of having a hard time spreading themselves. And I think that that's a pretty big deal because not everybody gets to say, hey, I helped this species, reproduce itself and move from one place to another. So I thought it was a really neat thing.